Look at the sheer density of life in this undisturbed coral reef. As tour operators, pristine landscapes and local wildlife are our primary, tangible assets. If they degrade, our core product depreciates. By the end of this workshop, you will have completed this document, a 5-step biodiversity and invasive species standard operating procedure that complies with the Global Sustainable Tourism Council's D9 and D10 criteria. To get started right now, open a blank document on your computer and write down your top 3 most heavily trafficked tour routes. Shifting from a passive observer of these environments to an active guardian of them is a practical way to secure the operational viability of your business for the decades ahead. Step 1 of your new framework tackles GSTC D9, Biodiversity Conservation. We need to define exactly where we interact with nature. Look at the routes on your map. Pick a specific ecologically sensitive zone, like a nesting ground, and document it. Next, add a local biologist's contact information right next to that zone. They will help you minimize your footprint. Avoid the temptation to build a sprawling global environmental strategy. Trying to save the entire ecosystem at once often leads to operational paralysis. Restrict your focus strictly to these hyper-local partnerships. Precisely mapping your immediate impacts takes an overwhelming global conservation goal and turns it into a manageable, daily operational boundary. Step 2 of your framework addresses the D9 requirement to actively give back through a defined contribution model. You need to establish a strict formula for this contribution. Document exactly how much capital per ticket goes to conservation, like allocating $2 from every sale to a local rainforest restoration project. A frequent mistake in our industry is funneling these funds into disconnected international charities. Your contributions must target projects directly within your immediate operating destinations. Localized reinvestment guarantees the direct health of your primary asset, creating a closed-loop economy of preservation. Step 3 pivots our focus to GSTC D10, which requires tour operators to actively prevent the introduction of invasive species. Access your local government or park authority websites and locate their regional invasive species inventories. Extract the top 3 specific biological threats to your region, whether that is a specific weed, an insect pest, or a plant pathogen, and document them in your SOP. You cannot train your guides to look for a generic threat. Listing these specific biological targets is a prerequisite before instructing your frontline staff. Identifying the exact biological enemy provides the foundation for building an effective defense protocol. With your targets identified, step 4 is establishing your internal staff cleaning protocol. Build a rigid 3-point physical inspection checklist that all drivers and guides must perform immediately before entering protected zones. Detail the exact physical actions required by this checklist, such as vigorously scrubbing the deep treads of footwear and checking vehicle tires to remove caked soil and hidden seeds. Step 5 turns this defensive line outward by drafting an external pre-trip guest communication protocol. In your SOP, drafting an email that goes out before the tour prepares your guests to participate in these conservation efforts. Framing this requirement as a shared mission to protect the destination shifts the tone from a list of rules to an invitation to contribute. When guests see themselves as partners in preservation, they are more likely to view gear cleaning as a necessary step. Systematized cleaning and communication protocols block ecological contamination at the source before it reaches the ecosystem. Look at your newly completed 5-step SOP. By filling in these blanks, you have built an actionable shield for your business operations. By executing these steps, your daily operations now contribute toward the targets of UN Sustainable Development Goals 14 and 15, which focus on protecting life below water and on land. Your immediate next actions are to present this SOP at your next staff meeting and integrate your new email template into your booking software. Plan deliberately, protect actively, and preserve continuously. Implementing structured operational standards is the mechanism that ensures these destinations remain vibrant and accessible for generations of travelers to come.